Hello, everyone, and welcome to Season 2 of our All Hecata Chronicle, Berlin Bloodlines. This is Episode 3, Intolerable Certainty. So let's meet our intolerable vampires, starting with Avery.
Of course you'd start with me. Hello, hi everybody, it's me, Avery, at Averydaboi on the social media platforms. I style myself as something of an internet personality, but you don't want to hear about that. What every single one of you greedy motherfuckers want is for me to come on this mic and say, I will be playing unsere gnädiger Herr, Edgar motherfucking Witt.
Very good. And that is how we get you to say German correctly, is you have to do it with a Scottish inflection, apparently. That's how we do it. Rachel.
Hi everybody, I'm the AzureButterfly, or Azure for short, or simply Rachel. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch, member of the Rolling Nomads, and this time zone I'm playing Maria Russolini, Pope of the Hecata, and Mistress of Ghosts.
Thank you. Ramos.
Hello everyone, my name is Gil Ramos. It's a pleasure to be back. I am CEO and founder of Rolling Nomads. I'm happy to be here. Nothing's gonna be fine. I am tonight having the pleasure of once again stepping into the shoes of Dr. Tullio Giovanni.
Thank you. And our special guest, Rissa, for the second time in a row.
Hello everyone. Yes, I am the TheRyssaRave, but this time zone I will be playing the magnificent and adored Arianna Giovanni.
And we will be joined by the missing members of our coterie after the break. But as always, this is a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition actual play. We've gone over our safety and consent. Please check in with yourselves, as your well-being is important to all of us who are playing. All the content warnings for this game will be down in the description below. So if you all are ready, lass uns anfangen, and let's return to Berlin 2 months after you three visited the Lupines of Potsdam. And although the intention was to ask them for help with dealing with the Shadowbane, Edgar decided that it was something for the family to deal with, and should the Hecata need them for something, the Lupines are willing to extend a favor since Tullio intervened in a medical emergency for one of their group, and Maria removed a Lupine artifact of some kind from a nearby site of mass murder, promising to try and research what it is before returning it. Now, while the three of you were visiting the werewolves that same night, the rest of your coterie were visiting someone else. Apparently, Edgar had asked Akua to arrange a meeting with the founder of the Samdi bloodline in order to learn more about the Shadowbane and he and Aylin's connection to it. But Akua informed him that only his cousins, Adelaide and Imogen, received an invitation to Docksand's domain in the Shadowlands for reasons unknown. But while you three returned the same night you visited Potsdam, Adelaide and Imogen did not, and 8 weeks on, they are still gone. Akua has informed all of you that this is perfectly normal, that time passes differently beyond the Shroud, and he is assured that they will return safely at a yet unknown time, and that all of you must be patient and never rush the Bloody Doctor. So let's explore what the three of you have done to keep yourselves busy in this time period, starting with Edgar. You inherited Olivia's company, Duncern Holding Group, when she met Final Death. It was fortuitous as you had lost Wait Enterprises through a shadowy, hostile takeover by your wife's former assistant, Ebru Aden, and it is now led by Moritz Reiners and is folded into the multinational conglomerate Gilgal Industries. You've spent your time looking over Olivia's portfolios, which clearly suffered in the time that she threw her lot in with Lucius. Almost as if she perceived the world would be a place where financial security would be a thing of the past. Her company, or now your company, was worth $27 billion at the time of your embrace in the 90s. But you have estimated now that it's dwindled to less than $10 billion in assets. So let me into Edgar's mind a bit about how he's felt taking over this company and what, if anything, he's done to improve its valuation. Not just in wealth, but in value to the clan.
I think first and foremost on Edgar's mind is that there's a certain pride that comes with it, an understanding that it has always been Edgar Wade that has made the bankroll of the Hecata. Everything that she made was off of his back. She gave him a loan, and a small one that he used to buy a single watch in 1993. And he built this fucking clan. Berlin belongs to Edgar Wade. In that, Duncern Holding Group is no longer by that name. He's gone through the legal process of changing that name to the Bottom Group after his lovely wife. In the nature of Duncern Capital, he's divested into a more high-risk, high-reward, aggressive stock trading situation, and has been using the build-up of funds from that, buying up lots in Friedrichshain and buying more low-income housing in the Mitte, renovating it and keeping it at a lower price point so that it can still manufacture wealth. As far as Thanatos Biotech, shifting focus towards experimental research into previously believed to be incurable or terminal genetic diseases, and it has also undergone a name change. It is now referred to as Isan's Vision Incorporated. As it concerns Duncern Memorial Services, the failing mortuary services and whatnot, it's divested all but 10% to liquid assets, and has begun to build up holdings for Cruna Fielis Corp, meaning in Scotch Gaelic, the Crown of Shadows Corporation, a medtech group with a focus in treating bloodborne pathogens and general medtech. However, this company in name is now owned by newly crested billionaire Tullio Giovanni. Erebus Real Estate has been left mostly intact, with looking very heavily at closing the deal on Seneca Giovanni's old manor, divesting in-name ownership to Imogen Lamia. Mortalis Equity. Cryptocurrency and artificial intelligence are something that is thoroughly despised by one Edgar Wade. So he's divested it 70-30, sending 30% of the gross worth and using it to fund the franchising of Esoteric, and using the other 70% to own and operate the newly formed Capuchin Group, an experimental arms and development company specializing in arms and ammunition that is more difficult to trace to its ballistic and forensic origin.
Wonderful. So, this woman who is a secretary, she was Olivia's secretary at one point. She doesn't really fit the bill of a secretary, at least in your mind. She looks very much like, and I can't explain it any other way, but like a homemaker. She's a very nice looking woman. She's in her late 40s. She keeps herself fit. She's blonde and everything. And you know, her name is Ella Eschweiler. And she sort of pads across your floor, and she has a few papers for you to sign. And she says, this is the one for Seneca Manor. All you need to do is your signature here, sir. And it will be under the Erebus Real Estate.
You would never betray me, would you, Miss Eschweiler?
I am not entirely sure what you mean, sir. I was very grateful to Miss Duncern, Frau Duncern, for hiring me. I had not worked for such a long time because I was raising my children, and she gave me a chance.
Would you have characterized her as good at her work?
She looks rather sheepish, and she says, I would rather not speak ill of the dead, sir.
So you would rather defy a direct command from your supervisor, let's say?
I don't believe Frau Duncern had her mind on business, at least as long as I was here.
And you did?
I went to school for business management, but I met my husband and we got married before I ever finished.
I see.
But they're in university now in Hamburg, and Bernhard has passed, and I thought it was good if I tried to work again.
Then you and I need to come to an understanding, Frau Eschweiler.
You can call me Ellie. Frau Dunson always did.
I am not Frau Dunson. This company will not be ran like it was under Frau Dunson. I do not tolerate anything less than pure commitment to the fucking work. Do you understand?
I understand. Oh, wait.
I'm not trying to bust your balls. There's simply work to be done.
It's convenient. I don't have any to bust. The other document here is your offer for the Kit Kat Club has been denied again.
Under what? We've raised our offer twice.
3 times.
Set up a meeting with the current owner.
Yes, you asked me that already. I called him on every possible number I could find. I went down to the Kit Kat Club. I faxed them. I've done everything I could. The owner is avoiding you.
Bring me everything we have on the owner.
It'll take some time. Can I get it to you tomorrow? It's quite late, and
First thing at sundown. It better be on my fucking desk.
yes, I'll wait. There's someone who's waiting for you in the waiting room.
Bring
Do you
them
want
in.
to see them? All right. Perhaps, Mr. Waite, when you are feeling perhaps more, wenn du eine bessere Laune hast, we could speak about something that Frau Dunson had promised me.
What do you need to discuss with me, Eschweiler?
I had an arrangement with Frau Dunson. I was just wondering if you knew anything about it.
Does she have the smell of a ghoul?
No.
What?
My children are in Hamburg, and Frau Dunson warned me that Hamburg can be a very dangerous place. She said that she would protect my children as long as I kept her secrets. Is that something that you know about?
Oh, I know of many of my mother's secrets. But I'm guessing you're keen to a few that I am currently unaware of.
I wouldn't possibly know.
Are you leveraging me right now, Miss Eschweiler?
No, Herr Wade. I only want to know if she was lying about my children being in danger or not.
I have 2 of my own, children. And I can tell you this. In this life, there is never a moment where they are safe. It takes one bad man to reach his hand out and their lives change forever.
She sort of pulls her phone out and leans over the desk and shows you the background of her phone, and you can tell that her children are twins. They don't really look like her. They must look like her husband. They have dark eyes and dark hair. And she says, "This is Clara and Cord. All I want to know is if Frau Dunson threatened them in some way, or with her death, whoever she was holding off will hurt them. I just want to know if I should bring them home."
You should bring them home. There are plenty of fine establishments of learning here. What do they study?
Clara is studying microbiology, and Cord is studying agriculture.
I will do what I can to find them gainful employment in their stay in Berlin. In exchange,
Do you require what Frau Dunson required of me?
No. I don't want anyone to have that kind of power over me ever again.
I see. I'm glad for it. I didn't like having to bandage my arm so often.
We'll deal with that later.
Yes, sir.
How often was she using you?
Often enough that I sometimes had to take leave because I was so ill.
You're not my type, Miss Eschweiler.
No. She said I wasn't her type either. But she says that my blood is especially sweet.
You will say nothing about this to anyone, or your children will be orphans, do you understand?
I do. She made that very clear. But, you act like her, and I just made an assumption.
It would be beyond my control.
I understand.
Bring the visitor in. And then pack your things and go home for the day.
Yes, sir. She leaves. After a few moments of looking, and you look over the paperwork for the Kit Kat Club, and the person who owns it is someone named Lasse. And you don't know Lasse, you don't know anything about him, but you're offering a significant amount of money, far more than what this club is worth, twice over. And he hasn't even given grounds on, he hasn't attempted any negotiations, he hasn't given grounds on temple refusal. Maybe he doesn't want to sell it. You know he wants to sell it because Maurizio Pudinesca is attempting to purchase it. He is just flat out refusing to engage in any sort of negotiation with you. As you look it over, you hear someone come into the room, and you look up, and you see that it is Aelin. She's dressed strangely. Can you roll me a wits and academics?
I'm gonna, take a wild stab in the dark here and see that my specialty in macroeconomics does not count here.
It does not.
5 successes.
She's wearing clothes that would be more appropriate to someone from India than someone from Iran. But as she pads across the floor, she's smiling at you, and she says, "Good evening, Mr. Waite."
Please, my love, sit. I've had a long journey.
She comes over immediately and sits on your lap. Can you roll me another wits and insight, please?
Another 5 with a bestial hanging.
Not a bestial. She's not wearing the necklace.
To what do I owe the unexpected pleasure, my love?
Well, I've missed you so much. I thought perhaps that you would miss me as I have been gone for so long.
Of course I have. But I wonder... Could you remind me, my love? I left you with a ring, was it?
She sort of looks up to the ceiling. I don't know. I hit my head. I don't remember much.
I think Edgar will take her by the neck and slam her against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
And Aelin smiles. Stop what?
Take off her face.
I can't. You love her, so you see her. If you want to see who you're really looking at, you'll have to work for it.
I would like to activate Sense the Unseen if I could.
Mm-hmm. And you can make me a wits and auspex roll versus her wits and obfuscate.
8 8 successes critical.
Yeah, not enough. 6 successes. So as you turn on your preternatural senses, the visage of Aelin fades away, and who you're looking at and holding by the throat is Louisa.
What did you come here for?
I was just bored. And you're staying all of this time inside of Olivia's glass and steel tower, and you are alone. I know you are alone. I watch you when I can, or I send my animals to watch you.
Why do you insist on tormenting me?
This is not torment.
It is!
I still remember the way that you would come to me sad and broken and lonely after Olivia kicked you out of her bed. I remember how you would bury yourself in me to forget about her. I never complained.
I remember. Oh, small Louisa. Never my brother's equal. Never Papa's favorite. Never looked on kindly by Doc Sam. I know exactly what you are.
Good. And I know exactly what you are.
Shut the fuck up. And he'll bring his hand up to her mouth and bite into her neck.
Okay. You put her hand on your mouth. Make me a strength and brawl.
11 successes critical.
14 successes critical. So as you move your hand up to her mouth, she activates Maw of Ahriman. Take 2 points of aggravated damage. You scream, you yell, because your hand was sucked in by the cold, gnawing power of oblivion itself that she opened inside of her mouth. And as soon as you do that, you move your hand away, and she pushes you away. And she deactivates it. And she says, "Stop this, Edgar. I know that you miss her. You couldn't even stop yourself from seeing her like that. So she's gone. You can take out your frustration on me. Maybe you hate her so much because you love her so much.
I forgot the way your blood tasted.
If you want a taste." And she sort of comes closer to you and grabs onto your belt. "You'll have to do some favors for me."
What do you need?
I think it should be obvious.
What else? It's never just that. You don't come to me unless you need a specific favor.
Oh, I need a specific favor, all right. And she moves her hand down in between your legs.
Edgar will lift her up and slam her down on the desk and grab the front of her thighs and pull her body against his.
Mm-hmm.
Business first. What else do you need?
She just smiles at you. You're already off to a good start.
Good. I think I remember how much you like this. And he'll reach in his jacket and he'll flick a razor blade out and he'll cut the side of her neck so that she can bleed as she wishes.
So, moving over to Maria. Maria, with the knowledge that Wait Enterprises is cut off from the family and learning that Olivia's company has been hemorrhaging money for years, you decided the best way to alleviate Edgar's burden of providing funds to the clan is to franchise Esoteric. Edgar offered you business managers in his firm to help you, and so far it's been a runaway success. It's only in eastern parts of Germany for now, but expanding to the rest of the country and eventually the rest of the EU is the goal. Katrin, however, didn't like this plan at all, even when you explained how it would benefit the clan. She felt that Esoteric was something unique and special, and franchising it was diluting the brand somehow. Ever since then, she's been distant, not showing up to work and not answering your texts or calls. Unfortunately, it's something you'll have to deal with later, as tonight you're at the head of the clan Ilse Asher's Haven. She has called you here as the Pope in order to determine if her brother Nicola needs to be executed. You are standing inside a cell deep inside this mausoleum. The short ceiling and pressure of the earth above your head feels overwhelming as Nicholas stands with his back to you, facing a corner and mumbling to himself. You know, Maria, that the Shadowbane is causing issues with wraiths in the inner city of Berlin, and Nicola has long invited a wraith to inhabit his body, and it seems that Nicola is either losing the struggle to control it or has lost entirely.
I think she's not just saying anything just yet, but I would like to activate Sense the Unseen.
Sure.
Just to see.
Turn on Sense the Unseen, and you don't see any specters or wraiths in this room at the moment, or anything supernaturally hidden.
Okay. So, are you still you? She's gonna start. Am I in the cell with him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna start pacing around him.
He's mumbling to himself in a language that you don't know. If you were taking an educated guess, you would say it's maybe ancient Greek or ancient Latin. Probably would be better if Tullio was here, since Tullio speaks Greek, ancient Greek.
When somebody is like possessed by a wraith, is there anything in the eyes, anything in the any physicality that would show?
There can be, but this is a different circumstance. Usually, inhabiting Kindred is extremely difficult. It requires a very powerful wraith spirit to do this, and this isn't so much as a possession as this wraith was invited. And this wraith has been inhabiting Nicola's body for a significant amount of time. So showing signs of anything you couldn't really tell. The only sign that you can see is normally Nicola's eyes are completely white, like White Walker white. But now one eye is white and one eye is completely black. That's probably the only telltale sign that you would know. You can't see it right now because his back's to you.
Is the door already closed behind us?
The cell door? It is, just for the safety of Nicola getting out.
Okay, good. I am going to go up to him, and I'm going to place a hand on his shoulder.
Perfect.
And attempt to turn him towards me.
Easily done. You turn him towards you, and you see that one white eye, one black eye. Can you make me an intelligence and fortitude or awareness roll? Whichever's higher for you, your fortitude or your awareness.
I had 3 successes.
Okay, not quite enough. So as you turn Nicola around and expect to see his face and those eyes, what you see instead is Katrin. He suddenly looks shorter, smaller, and Katrin's hair is there. And she says, "Well, hey there."
You're not Katrin.
Aren't I? Don't I look exactly like her? Don't I look exactly like the way that you always wanted me to look?
I'm going to smack them against the wall.
Strength and brawl.
5 successes crit.
Yeah. So you slam her up against the wall. She attempts to move out of the way, but doesn't work. And as you slam her up against the wall, she laughs. And she says, "Oh, Maria, are we roughhousing now? You know how much I like that."
I could pull you out of this body and destroy you. Would you prefer that? You might want to drop my partner's face from yours. Now.
Your partner? That's so adorable. Can't you see the truth behind my eyes? Look deeply into my eyes, Maria.
She's growling. She's staring
Do
them
you?
down.
Look into her eyes?
Sure.
All right. Now I need you to make me a stamina and fortitude or stamina and occult roll.
So I spent willpower and still rolled nothing more on those dice that I rerolled.
Oh dear.
So I have 2 successes total.
Oh dear. With 7 successes. You stare deeply into Katrin or Nicola's eyes, and you feel... Now this has happened to you before, Maria, a couple of times, but you have fought against it, resisted it, of a spirit trying to enter your body. But this time, this spirit is stronger. And before you can stop it or say anything against it, you feel the spirit or the wraith or the specter of Carmen enter into your body as Nicola drops to the ground. Carmen, this is your chance to get out. No one knows that you're here. No one can trap you if you keep cool. And as Nicola lays on the ground, he's clearly in a torpid state of some kind. You know enough about Kindred. You've been inside one for about 20 years or so. You hear the voice of Freya, who is Ilse's child. She's very delicate and sort of diminutive. And she comes over and she says, Pope, is everything all right?
I think there's almost like a shocked look still as we're looking down at the collapsed Kindred before us. And she's going to be silent for a minute before. Oh, yes. I'm fine.
Is it over? Is Nicola... Are you executing him, or have you expelled the spirit?
The spirit's gone. He is alone now. And she's going to kind of kneel next to him for a minute and kind of like touch the side of his face. And this is a body that she was skin riding for
20 years.
Yeah. So there's almost like a surrealist look coming from her. But as it exhausted me, I must go.
Are you sure you don't want to speak to my sire before you go?
I would prefer to be alone, if that's okay. It takes a lot out of me doing this, and I would much prefer to see her when I am more about myself. I'm sure she will understand.
Of course, I will tell her. Thank you. And she takes your hand. Thank you, Pope.
Of course. And quickly, as quickly as she can, remove the contact.
Now, you know the sun is coming up soon. Of course, you've been in a Kindred body long enough where you know you'll have to rest. And we're going to get back to that. Because this went way shorter than I expected.
Do I have access to the memories of the body that I'm in?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have access to all of Maria's memories, and of course your own. You also have all of Nicola's memories if you'd like them. Because you already had those from before. But that went way shorter than I expected. We will get back to that because you let Freya touch you. Tullio. Hi. The Shakite Hospital complex looms over the heart of the Mitte like an ancient white giant. And I put a picture. It's actually huge. It's all sterile corridors and glassy modern additions built over bones far older than Berlin itself. The hospital is older than the city. In the daylight, it's a world-renowned medical center, bustling with the living. But at night, when most wards dim their lights and the city hums to a dull growl, the city hum fades to a dull growl. I can read my own writing. The hospital, too, grows quiet. On the 7th floor of the old East Wing, a section officially designated for long-term care of unidentified urban transients, lies Ward 7. The staff jokingly call it the ghost floor. No one with seniority requests to work there. And the patients are the city's forgotten, the homeless, the undocumented, the addicts brought in by police patrols or kind-hearted paramedics. But lately, their cases have taken on a disturbing similarity. Their bodies are changing. Their muscle mass is swelling in unnatural symmetry. Tendons tightening under skin like cables, thick patches of coarse hair erupting along their spines and forearms, and some show elongated canines, yellow and sharp. Some of them have eyes that glint under light. A doctor might wave in front of it. The doctors ran all the tests, hormones, viruses, drugs. They are all inconclusive. And you're standing there looking over some of the charts of some of these people as Imogen has been gone for almost 2 months. And of course, this is a place where you feed, but also you are a doctor. And the best way to keep your mind off of things, of course, Tullio made you, Edgar made you a billionaire during these 2 months and head of one of the subsidiaries under his company. But that doesn't really give you purpose or fulfillment. I mean, it's a very nice gesture, but helping people does. And this is the strangest thing you think you've ever seen. And since you were just in Potsdam with a bunch of lupines. If you were a betting man, you would assume that these people are all turning into wolves. Or werewolves. You're not sure. But they're not. They clearly aren't. It's like they're stuck, like something's happened to them. And Kenneth is with you, and he looks like he's ready to jump out of his own skin. He hates when you take him down here. He's still in his accounting with you, and you're not going to let him out of your sight again, because last time you did, he got kidnapped by Lucius. But he's sort of just bouncing up and down as you're looking at this person's document, and then this person's record, and then this person's record, and he's like, okay, Dad, can we go now?
Me one more moment. Are you hungry, Kenneth?
No. And even if I was, this isn't really, this isn't my idea of a buffet. What's wrong with them?
So I'm trying to ascertain if you would allow me some peace.
Can you move your mic closer to yourself? Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, you've been looking at their documents. We've been coming here for the past few nights, and you keep looking at the documents, and all that I've noticed, well, I don't know if you've noticed, there just keeps being more of them. Have you talked to any of them? Can we talk to them and then we leave? Would that work for you?
We're going to speak with them. Yes, God, Kenneth.
I'm sorry. We could be at the Kit Kat Club right now.
What do you find so interesting there, I wonder?
Chicks.
A particular one, Kenneth?
I mean, Sventia's hot.
And does Sventia return your advances? Or is this like your maid?
I mean, she returns my advances because I have an advantage over her, you know what I'm saying?
Charming, Kenneth.
Thank you. She thinks so too. Okay, so pick one and talk to it, and then we go, yes?
Yes. We'll start with the one that's been here the longest that is still alive.
Okay, that is, oddly enough, her name is also Maria.
This will be cathartic.
She's a woman who looks to be in her late 70s. She looks like she's in a lot of pain. One of her arms has grown another arm that has covered in claws.
He'll enter wearing the doctor's gown, a stethoscope, playing the part, at least a thin veil of it, and telling Kenneth to just remain silent, stand in the corner. Hello, Maria. How are you feeling tonight? Any better?
And she looks up at you and she says, do you know when they are going to amputate this growth on my arm? It hurts.
We're getting everything scheduled right now. The final check marks are being made. Can I do anything else for your pain?
No. They said as much as they are allowed. They can't give me anything higher than Lortab, unless I am much, much more sick.
Well, we'll see what we can do about that as well, for the pain in the interim. Shall we?
What's happening, Herr Doctor?
Well, that's what I'm trying to determine, Maria. I wanted to get your first-hand account of when these symptoms started. I can only glean so much from charts. The story from one's own mouth tells a lot more.
It's hard to remember. It's almost like I showed up back on the streets like this. I remember going to a soup kitchen. That's the last thing I remember.
Soup kitchen. Can you remember where it was?
I believe it was in Charlottenburg somewhere. Guiding light, holy light, something like that.
I have a theory. Is there anything else you can tell me? Anyone you met? Anyone that might have been exhibiting the same symptoms?
No, but I do recognize some of the people here. I've met them on the street before, in other soup kitchens. And I remember my last meal there. I was having a very good soup. It was an Eintopf, so it was a lot of protein in it, which helps when you don't know when your next meal is going to be. There was a man who was passing around a survey, and they said that they would give us money if we signed the survey.
I see. And what was this? What did the survey entail?
Just asking family questions. Questions about who our parents were and our grandparents. I had this strange thought that seemed like something out of the World War II documentaries, you know?
I understand. Is there anything else, Maria? This is all incredibly helpful. If I can determine the grounds in which the disease was born, I can determine a cure.
She thinks very difficult, very hard, and she says, Chrome. I remember chrome. Cold, like being in a laboratory. But I think that was just a dream. Would you roll me a wits and medicine?
Yes, I absolutely. 4 successes on a crit.
You can see that she has multiple puncture marks on the interior of her arm from needles. Now, this could be drugs. There's no way for you to know.
Well, there is maybe one way for me to know. I'm going to lean in and just... I need you to sleep for now. All right, Maria? I'm going to do what I can, but I need one thing from you. All right?
Yes.
If you happen to remain tethered or somehow clinging to this world, and a man named Lucius finds you, you tell him that the heir to the Crown of Shadows lives, and he's waiting for him, and I will activate Tenebrous Avatar.
Okay. What is your intention there?
Tenebrous Avatar allows me to envelop so she can't scream and to feed without puncturing.
Okay.
I'm going to drain her.
Okay. Perfect. And that is exactly what happens. You may remove yourself to 0 hunger. And I'm going to give you 3 stains for this. Because she was not dying. This was not a mercy.
It was never intended to be. 2 months without Imogen, with Edgar being Edgar.
Sure.
Tullio is devolving.
Perfect. So as you do that, and Kenneth goes, fuck, man, another one? And he sort of pulls the blankets up over her head. Arianna. You are here in the Charité. You have followed the scent. Of course, you keep tabs on all of your siblings, let's call them. But it's fairly easy to track Tullio, and that's because Tullio often has Kenneth with him, and for whatever reason, not that you specifically asked Kenneth, but you are intelligent enough to know that you and Kenneth share a strange psychic link. It's the same link that you share with the white that Lucius keeps in his club, your aunt. The white that doesn't seem to want to attack you. The white that looks at you like you are one of them. The white that didn't want to attack Kenneth either. You seem to, in general, know where Kenneth is at all times, and he seems to also know where you are. And Tullio, you notice as Kenneth is doing that, he grows extremely rigid. And he slowly turns around like something out of a horror movie. And before you see it, Tullio, you hear it. You hear Arianna coming down the hallway. You hear footsteps rapidly coming down the hallway. Heels clattering. Of course, Arianna, you burst forth into this ward of these unhoused these lesser kine that are dying all around you. They look strange and malformed, and you see your brother cousin Tullio there, having just killed one.
I think Arianna, when she was coming down the hallway, there's a point where she started whistling. And I think she was whistling a tune from her and Tullio's childhood, and then burst into the room, sort of ending that whistling and seeing the mess in here. Oh, look at that. Cleaning up more messes.
Arianna. We're feeling
Tullio.
sick. Seeking treatment. Finally.
I like your suit. Reminds me of Papa. Is that why Imogen likes you?
How is dear old dad?
Busy.
Where is Irma?
At home. She's safe. She's always been safe with us. Unlike Imogen, who's with you.
For the record, Kenneth looks like he's gonna, if he could, would piss his pants right now.
Kenneth, why don't you wait in my office?
Is that okay with you, Arianna?
No, I think you should stay. We're family after all.
Yeah, I think
Kenneth.
so.
Kenneth is going to stay.
What sway do you think you have over my child?
Kenneth, sit.
He does.
It was you.
What was me? You'll have to be more specific.
Part of the reason why he disappeared, I imagine.
I was there, but that was Papa. You have a son. Of course your father would want to meet him.
Why are you here, Arianna?
To visit my big brother, cousin, whatever you are now in this family.
Kenneth just offhandedly says, "She has something for you."
Don't ruin the surprise, Kenneth.
Can't help it. It just popped into my head.
I do have something for you.
Does that mean that you're watching Sventia dance right now in yours?
She just smiles and
Nice.
gives them a wink.
Nice.
Are you going to the club later? You can go visit your friend.
No, I don't think I want to anymore.
I can understand how the multiple blows to the head has shattered your attention span, Arianna, but I need you to focus.
It's not really the smash to the head that's the problem. It was the dagger to the heart.
Cry me a fucking river.
You look like you've been crying rivers. Is that because Imogen is gone? Where did you lose her, by the way?
What do you know?
Only that you lost my sister, your wife. That's what I know.
Huddy, how dark is it in this room?
It's dim.
I would like to activate Shadow Step
And where would you like to shadow step to?
into Arianna's shadow behind her.
Make me a rest check. I don't believe that requires any roll.
I do not get hungrier.
Okay.
I will, upon re-emergence, reach around and grip Arianna by the throat and tilt her neck. I'm not playing with you, Arianna.
It looks like you're playing with me. Is this something Imogen likes? Hold on, I'll do my best impression. And she like morphs her face so that she kind of like has the same expression that Imogen would have and looks at him adoringly.
I will twist her neck and sever a couple of the vertebrae.
That's a strength and brawl. Arianna versus your stamina and fortitude.
Okay.
Which is a pretty good roll for you.
It is.
Rissa, it is.
What is my hunger at right now?
0.
That's fucking right. Fortitude, you said?
Fortitude and stamina, which those are significantly good pools for you.
I'm going to rouse the blood.
Mm-hmm.
I'll rouse the blood too.
Go for it.
I get hungrier.
Oh, that puts you at 1 hunger.
And that would afford me 2 dice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is 11 on a crit.
Okay, we're going to crit fish. 11, there are 2 crits, but 1 is messy.
Mm-hmm. So, here's what happens. You go to twist Arianna's head and break her vertebrae. But it's 11 to 11. So she sort of fortifies herself against what you're doing. And with that messy critical, what you're going to do instead is you're going to rip out a huge chunk of her hair and expose more of where her head was caved in, Arianna, where it's absolutely there. Of course, it'll grow back tomorrow, but he exposes more of it and sort of twists you away from himself, and you have a fistful of her hair. And Kenneth is just sitting on the bed like, oh, God.
Is he still holding on to me?
No.
Okay, what I would like to do is turn around and just wherever my hand can smack onto him.
And dexterity athletics for Tullio, please.
8 on a crit.
Your roll, Tullio?
Well, 2.
2. So, you're smacking him or punching him? What are we doing?
Because I'm going to actually use that grappling specialty, I think that what she does is turns around and grabs him by the back of the neck, spins him around, and is holding him in the crook of her.
So you headlock him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as she does this, she says, I love to play, Tullio. We can play all night.
Poor Arianna, you can't really act as her, can you? Not with your looks. Not with your strength. And I will activate Tenebrous Avatar and not be grappled. That'll take time, though.
That's another rouse check.
2.
2 rouse check. I think if you want to do it in fast succession, you have to do 3 rouse checks.
Yes. Well, we're gonna.
It's like that fucking protein power where you turn into fog.
I get hungrier.
Well, you were at 0 hunger for so short amount of time. Okay, so you just got 1 hungrier from those 3 rouse checks?
Yes. Well, from I'm now at 2 hunger.
You're at 2 hunger. Okay. So as you're grappling him, Arianna, Tullio slips out through shadow through your arm and appears away from you. So you're no longer grappling him. And Kenneth stands up and he says, hey guys, we are in a room full of kine, and I know they're kind of out of it and injured, but this is fucking stupid. Can you stop?
I thought I told you to sit.
Yeah, I know. But if you want to kill each other, can we do it outside? Have you met the sheriff of the Camarilla? She kind of sucks.
She rolls her eyes. And then she will sort of just brush herself off, ignoring the comment that he made. And she's going to reach into her pocket and pull out the invitation and hold it out to him.
Kenneth is going to grab it and then push it into your chest, Tullio. And as he leans in, he says, Imogen is going to fucking kill you if you kill her sister. And then he sort of shoves you as he pushes it into your chest.
Don't you fucking dare deign to tell me what Imogen would do.
I know what Imogen would think if she saw this and what you just did.
All of you. What is this?
Just an invitation to a party. The whole family's going to be there.
Is there anything on the invitation?
Yes, it is an invitation from Urbano Pisanob to his sort of residential palace that he has. It is called a hunting party, and it's addressed specifically to you, Tullio. And it encourages you to bring your coterie.
And this required me to have to look at you. Why?
Her face drops the arrogance and the cruelty, and you are suddenly looking at wide eyes and how you kind of remember her before everything that happened. I just wanted to see you. It's been a long time.
When you crashed my fiance's manor.
I didn't crash. Papa was already there, and he asked me to be there.
You were there for the sole intent to cause harm, Arianna. You were there for the sole intent to sow discord. Don't pretend to be this doe-eyed girl that you once were. Look
Little old me? I can't cause discord. Not amongst you and your friends. And Imogen so strong and mama of the Bahari now. I'm not that powerful, Tullio. I just want my family home where you belong.
There isn't a graveyard big enough to house your family.
You were meant to be mine. And then you killed me.
I think Tullio cracks a bit and kind of looking at her act like this, there's a semblance of the humanity that he's been kind of pushing away. And he gets a little defensive. I didn't kill you.
Yes, you did. Arianna. She bashed my head in. But I was alive. You stabbed me in the heart. And then I died.
It was a mercy.
Was it? Look at me. Was it a mercy?
You were meant to rest. He raised you. And still you cling to him. Everything that is going wrong, everything that hurts Arianna is because of him. Leave him.
It's at that moment that you suddenly become aware of someone else in this room. And you hear more footsteps coming down the hallway. And the person you recognize, Tullio, is one of the Pisanobes, Delina Pisanob. She's an older woman. She's dressed, she has a very long braid of white hair. And she sort of appears behind Arianna from out of a shadow. She puts her arms around you. Sort of an arm around your shoulder. And she says, It is time that we return to the Crown of Shadows. And you see two other people come into the room, Romeo Pudanesca and Gemma Milliner. They are armed. All three of them.
In this moment, Arianna, I don't think anyone but maybe Kenneth and maybe Tullio would notice this, but she sort of positions herself so that she is now in front of Tullio so that no one would get like a clean shot at him. And she just sort of under her breath looks at him from like underneath her lashes and in answering to what he last said goes, he won't help me. And then she turns around and that facade rolls up on her face again and she goes, see you at the party, and we'll leave.
Delina leads you out of the room. Gemma Milliner follows quickly afterwards. Romeo Pudanesca lingers for a moment and he looks at both of you and he says, I really hope you come to the party. And he looks sincere.
Get out.
No problem, boss. And he leaves. Before we go to our break, after Arianna leaves, and Kenneth lets out a deep sigh that he doesn't have to because he doesn't breathe anymore, but he basically doubles over and leans on his own knees and just starts breathing really heavily like he's gonna barf. Tullio and Edgar, with Louisa sleeping now in his office before the day sleep takes you both, you both receive a text message from your niece, I guess now, Freya, the child of Ilse Asher. And the text reads only, "Something is wrong with Maria. But there's nothing you can do about it now, because the day is coming." And that is where we are going to take our break. Welcome back, everybody. Had our bio break. We caught up with the 3 members of the coterie who didn't take a trip into the Shadowlands. And Tullio and Edgar received a text message from their niece, Freya, Ilse Asher's child, that something is wrong with Maria. Now, Maria, you are inside of Esoteric, and you are very quickly packing a bag. You had to go to ground, so to speak, for the day. You know that, because you know what Kindred are like. And let me into Carmen's mind a little bit. What do you think Carmen would be packing?
Honestly, considering the fact that she now has access to all of Maria's memories, and we're in Maria's workshop, anything to be able to help with any of the rituals that she might.
So you're taking
need
so
to protect
you're
herself.
raiding the store part of Esoteric, less
Yeah.
the Haven part. Perfect. So can you make me your nightly rouse check, please?
Fail.
So what hunger does that put you at?
Fucking 3.
Perfect. And what happens when Maria hits 3 hunger?
Oh, we have. Oh crap! What was it called? Starving decay.
So you are basically a desiccated core. You see that now. You're not familiar with that. That's not something Carmen is familiar with, but you know now that you must feed. The hunger in you is immense. And Nicola never lets you get very hungry, but you are immensely hungry. But outside of Esoteric, Tullio and Edgar basically run into each other. Can I have both of your nightly rouse checks, please? Success. Success. And Tullio, can I get a single die roll for your remorse check? Success. You feel very bad about killing that woman. You, in fact, think that you could have helped her if you weren't so emotional about Imogen not being here. You make a mental note that you are going to do your best to figure out what the hell is going on, perhaps asking your cousins if they've ever seen or heard of such a thing, of what is going on with these people at the Charité. So Edgar and Tullio, you essentially run into each other, both of you really pounding the pavement, heading to Esoteric.
How do you fare this evening, Edgar?
It seems busy.
Me as well. Off to see Maria?
I received a text message. Seems as if we have some business to take care of.
Seems that way.
What are the odds that we have to put her down, you think?
I've never taken it off the table, have you?
I try to thwart, letting sleeping dogs lie, but
It's just me here. You don't have to lie.
I'm far less worried about Maria than I am Catherine, but we'll get to, water bridges crossing, some fucking witty saying, and Edgar will pull his keys out and begin to unlock the door to
Yeah,
Esoteric.
and before you even walk in, you can hear the sound of almost like things being thrown around. And you see Maria in desiccation, as she has not fed and is at a significant hunger, throwing a bunch of random things into a duffel bag. And Carmen, you see who you know is Tullio, Giovanni, and Edgar Way. You know everything about them. You know their relationship to Maria. You see them enter into your shop with keys.
What are you both doing here?
Wondering why you look like you came out of Adelaide's crib.
I need to feed. I need to go take care of this as quickly as I can.
Going somewhere?
I don't like this. Just kind of looking at nowhere in particular for a second. Just say, I want to check on one of the franchise shops.
Mm.
Oh. Feeding has never required a duffel bag for you, Maria. Why don't we take care of your hunger first?
Do you have something? Do you have something I can eat? Do you?
DoorDash something.
She's kind of like calculating for a second. Sure.
Sit down.
Because I mean, even like we know that we can't go out looking like this.
Mm-hmm.
So she will kind of hesitate for a moment, but reluctantly sit, or at least find a place to sit down.
And to simulate door dashing something, Edgar will pull out his phone and text Louisa really quick. Get the fuck out of my office. I'll see you again in 6 days. And then slide his phone back in his pocket. Right. It should be 35 to 45 minutes. In the meanwhile, I brought your necklace back here. And Edgar will begin to walk around Maria and begin to put the necklace on her.
The necklace to you, Maria, looks like it's made of living fire.
Whoa! I know what the necklace is. I'm fine. I don't need that right now. Thank you, Edgar.
Could I activate Fleetness and just put it on her?
It's a rouse check.
Success.
Make that dexterity and awareness. Add your dots and celerity versus Maria's dexterity and athletics.
6 successes crit.
9 successes crit.
Yes.
And I do not get very.
You do have to chase her for a bit, but you do, quick as lightning, get around behind her and put the necklace on. And Tullio, Edgar is there next to you 1 second and gone the other. And Maria does try and get away from him. She makes a huge show of it. She knocks over some small display tables and things like that. But Edgar, you do get the necklace around you. And unfortunately, Carmen, this is literally a ritual or a ward that is meant to repel spirits. So you are forced to repel out of this body. And what happens, Maria, is that all of this ichor starts dripping out of your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears. It's extremely painful. Take 2 points of aggravated damage.
Tullio will light 2 Jar and Blacks and just pass one off to Edgar as he stops being Sonic the Hedgehog.
And this spirit pours out, and what appears to you embodies in this world. Of course, Maria, you are free now of this skin rider, is a young woman with blazing red eyes, and she's completely black and dipped in shadow. And she screams at the top of her lungs. I need everybody present here to roll me stamina and fortitude rolls, please. 8. 3. Only Tullio, you're going to take a point of aggravated damage as your eardrums burst. And this wraith, as all of you are distracted by this sound, you have to cover your ears. It is so loud, you can't help it. It's reflexive. Tullio, only you aren't quick enough to do so, and your eardrums burst out. The wraith escapes.
Fucking slow. She's cleaning up the ichor that was remaining on her face. Thank you, Edgar.
I thought that was a good look on you. But you need to eat. Edgar will look around for a small goblet or something in here.
Yeah,
you can find something like that.
there's several, yeah.
Knowing that he has fed Maria decently recently, he will let his own blood into a goblet. Hand it off to her.
You're only at 1 blood potency?
Correct.
Okay.
Maria will hesitate for a moment, but there's not really too much of another choice right now, so she will just post and
Very good. Secret. You may move yourself down to 2 hunger. Everyone here is injured. Who would like to attempt any healing? Okay. Anyone with aggravated damage, you may make me 3 rouse checks to heal 1 ag. Only can heal 1 ag a night.
Was the damage that received from the scream, was that aggravated or was that superficial?
The scream was aggravated.
3 successes.
Okay, you don't get any hungrier, and you may heal 1 of those ag damages.
Edgar will return to 2 hunger.
You may heal 1 of those ag damages to your hand.
Now, I have a question. How aware was I
Completely.
of everything that was going on? Completely? Thank you for stopping me. Fucking, that wraith was gonna take me away from here.
Where?
Out of Berlin.
Was that an intentional skin raid, or were you just faffing about?
I was attempting to help Nicola with
Oh, you didn't kill him.
problem. Well, he should be, well, not final death. Yeah, he was. Last thing I remember was he was collapsed on the ground while I was possessed.
What was your roll, Tullio?
Bad. I'm at 4 hunger.
4 hunger. Perfect. Do you have Starving Decay as well? You don't, do you?
I think I do. Actually, let me double check.
I think you do too.
I fucking do.
Yeah. So all of you watch Tullio look exactly like the way Maria looked, turn desiccated and corpse-like. But your eardrums work and you can hear again. So you didn't pick up any of that conversation, what they were talking about while you were healing. But now you can hear them. And now you're starving.
If it's not one thing, it's the other.
Apologies, the emergency didn't allow me time to slake some hunger.
All of you receive a text message at the same time. It is from Akua, and it says, "Your guests have returned."
Great. Edgar will text back really quick. It's handled, you owe me.
Freya responds, "Understood. Is Maria okay?"
50-50.
The response is, "Better than 0."
Is Nicola? Question mark.
Her response is, "Still in torpor."
Rough take, bud. And I'll slide the phone back in his pocket. All right, Tullio. I'm gonna make one more rouse check to, or it would be 2, right? That's what Tullio needs to get below. Fuck, I'm gonna make 2 more rouse checks, I guess, to try and bloodlet a little bit more. I guess I'm everybody's fucking blood bag tonight.
You could wait and get to Akua's, but Tullio does look a certain way. But you can drive and no one will see him.
1 success, 1 failure. So I will take myself to 3. I love doing business on a half-empty stomach.
And Tullio, do you drink the goblet?
It would be wasteful not to.
All right, you
At
may
this
remove
point.
yourself to 2 hunger.
Fuck, I'm gonna gosh, I'll clean up the store later. We need to go handle this. I also need to fucking message Ilsa at some point and actually give a proper fucking report.
Suppose a quick business meeting is in order since I now own the majority of the businesses that are in both of your names. How's everything going? Are you enjoying your newfound wealth and prosperity? Has the Badem Group fulfilled its financial obligations to you?
Everything has been adequate, Edgar.
Adequate. Oh, how you wound me.
It's appreciated, but I'm distracted. I'll wave his phone. 2 months, Edgar.
Oh, 2 months. My wife's been asleep for the same amount of time.
And we've seen how well you've handled that.
I think shiningly.
You know that the hospital offers mental help as well. It offers some therapy.
That's what a Catholic priest is for.
Not the way you use them.
Not the way you'd like to use them, as far as I hear.
Edgar, a message comes across your phone. It is the tracker for the camera app that you have for your maisonette in Charlottenburg, or in the Mitte rather. And you see that woman that you met at Cleopatra's, Leonie. She's coming.
Miss Beck.
She's leaving the maisonette.
I have a new pet.
A what?
A pet.
Can this be done
Like a-
while we drive?
Oh, I think it's better that we do it here. I don't want you at the wheel when I tell you this.
Oh, I'm all ears.
I think I found a hunter.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, I have her up in a maisonette in the Mitte. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm keeping a close eye on this one.
Did you ghoul her?
No. What do you take me for? I am a man of integrity.
If she's a fucking hunter,
Edgar, we really don't need anything else.
You're all so dour. Come on.
Edgar, seriously, I've got to fucking ask. Do you have it under control
Of
with a fucking
course.
hunter?
Of course I do.
Look me in the
I know.
eyes, please.
I know where her family lives. I know who her friends are. It's handled.
Okay. Maria makes a note.
So, I've got a fun little not yet smoking gun with a scrub serial number to point at wherever we need to.
Is it effective?
We will soon find out.
Do we know if there's more hunters than just her?
Where there's, like cockroaches, my love, where there is one, there are many.
I'll have to let Ilsa know about this. You know that, right?
I mean, sure, if you want to be a narc. I thought you were the Pope. I thought you handled this sort of thing.
Yes, and I also answer to Ilse right now.
Yeah,
Edgar.
answer implies that a question has been asked.
You asking me to
You
keep my
do
mouth
sort
shut
of-
about this?
You do.
I
sort of
would
relevant for
never
this
deign
little
so low. But it is
Slow
a secret
excursion.
that benefits you at the moment, you know?
Very well.
Three of you pull up to Cleopatra's. You see that Adelaide's car is here. And it looks like this place is closed.
Mm. Well, shall we?
Yes, let me just send a quick message. And it's in non-consequential, but he'll text Kenneth that he's going to be home later and he needs to feed Tiny Edgar.
And Kenneth just sends you a thumbs up and then a emoji of two women dancing.
I hate to keep Akua waiting. He already kind of love-hates me, so let's keep the ball rolling.
Yep, let's do it.
As the three of you approach the door, Akua opens it first, and he's wearing his blue turban and his fine purple velvet blazer, and he says, "Cousins."
Uncle
Doesn't look
Kua, it's a
well.
pleasure.
Yes, your other cousins have arrived. I have them set up in the shisha upstairs. They have much to discuss with you.
How are they?
Well, go see for yourself.
Is Germain in, by any chance?
He will be in later. I have much to discuss with you as well, Edgar, when you are finished.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm always happy to lend a helping hand to the sons of Doc Simedi.
It has nothing to do with him. I will give you the run of the place. I'll be back in a minute. And he lets you all in and he locks you in.
It's a great sign.
Tullio's beelining.
Beelining upstairs, and there, Edgar, Maria, and Tullio, you see Imogen and Adelaide sitting around a sort of hookah apparatus. Are they partaking?
Yes.
Cousins. What a lovely surprise for you to drop in after 2 months.
Shut your fucking mouth, Edgar, and sit down.
Oh, so sour already.
Julio. And Imogen will stand to meet him.
Wrap his arms around her.
She'll just fall into that for a moment.
Edgar will just lean over to Maria really quick. All right, this is getting weird. Let's hit the sheesh.
Agreed.
Imogen will pull away and kind of put a hand on his cheek and then nod towards the seats.
Looking them all over, how do they look?
They look a little... Edgar and Maria look a little worse for wear, like minorly worse for wear. Tullio looks just overjoyed to see Imogen. But in general, they look fine. You heard from Arianna tonight, or last night rather, tonight, that, the witch is gone, and all this stuff has happened in the 2 months that you've been gone.
2 months. For your little errand. What has occurred?
Oh, just making us all billionaires and, trying to reestablish the Hecata as the powerhouse of Europe. Nothing too major.
Yes, seeing as how there is a new power vacuum for the Thin Bloods.
Sure.
Did you not know this?
They're fucking beneath me. What do you want me to say?
I know you wanted the witch beneath you, Edgar, so you maybe should have followed up on that.
As I recall, it was the other way around.
Leave your snide remarks for the last 2 months.
You're so mean already. Christ.
Edgar, again, 2 months running your errand, and we're being mean. While
My
you're being
errand.
what, blasé?
I wanted to go, but the Baron wouldn't see me.
Yes, I wonder why that is.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Let's run over the facts really quick. Probably I'm not horrific. Let's start with that.
No, you failed at killing one of our own.
I did. Or rather, I didn't use my own hands to do it.
No, we wouldn't want to get your hands dirty.
Not a day in my life.
2 months. Let's not let that get lost on anybody here. Was spent with the Baron. It was very enlightening. And she'll produce the pouch of coins and set it on the table.
What Imogen puts on the table are little tiny black coins that look like they have skulls on them. Some maybe screaming skulls. It's hard to tell.
Can I have Sense the Unseen on?
Sure. You don't see anything in the coins?
What this is, my love, are tokens of the Baron. Tokens to be placed within the heads of fallen family members. Not just fallen, but felled by our hands. And that is the only way he will help us.
He wants us to be hitmen, or is this for a general purpose?
Do you even remember why you sent us, Edgar? The question you had.
Of course. If the Baron had some insight into the connection between the Shadow Bane and the Crown of Shadows, I wanted to know the precise nature of it.
Well, creature is Capdocius's vested interest in the Shadowbane, which was not made by him.
For anyone's clarification, Doxan said that he can't help with the Shadowbane because it has nothing to do with the Clan of Death. The Clan of Death can use it, of course, as many creatures can. What he said he could do was he could reunite the soul that Behesht broke apart. But he would need Edgar. And of course, Edgar knows that part of his soul is missing. It's inside of Lucius. He would need Edgar, and he would need Aelin, he would need the necklace, and he would need Behesht. He would do this, as he taught her how to do this, Behesht, in exchange for one of each of the Bloodlines' souls.
We use those coins. We put all the pieces back together that she broke. And so, yes, we can use the Shadowbane. But it was that obsession that is causing the issue. She wants it because she made it. Some version of her. Or her kin.
And so, by principle, from ash to ash return, it must be destroyed by one of their kin.
Yes,
Curious.
so we would need a will worker.
Which, in theory, is what would become of the united soul.
It would be what it was.
Which is a
Behesht.
will worker.
Or something entirely new. I don't know, he wouldn't tell us.
That'd be more
But-
fun for us to find out.
Yes. So this is an option. But that's alright. Because he knows. He knows everything that we know. So I hope your little errand was worth it, Duncer.
Can everyone roll me wits and occult? Not Imogen and Adelaide, you already know.
Messy crit 7.
We'll get to that.
8 successes crit.
4.
All of you would know that Doxan, him being inside of a dimension of the Shadowlands, his own pocket dimension, let's call it, everything that enters it belongs to him, and only he can allow you to leave it. Therefore, the thoughts, the immaterial things that Imogen and Adelaide brought, like their thoughts and their voice, belonged to him while they were in there. So he knows a great deal now about anything they may have thought or spoke about. And thinking about that, Edgar, especially knowing that he knows about Aelin, because you told Adelaide and Imogen about Aelin so much, you have told them and they have witnessed, makes you irrationally angry with that messy critical. And you kick over, as Adelaide goes to suck in again of the shisha, you kick it over with your foot. And it crashes and spills everywhere.
There you are.
Alright. Fair enough. Minor lapse in judgment.
You have a lot of them.
Oh, but where would we be without them? So, first and foremost, there are some of us here that don't have bloodlines to take from. And you look at Adelaide in particular.
A problem easily solved.
Would you do it?
What do you even know about what I would and would not do, Edgar?
Not much, and that's why I ask questions. No great deal about who you might have been.
And who is that? Tell me all about everything that you gave to that man, despite his lovely house.
Well, I gave him nothing. I've never met the Baron. It's what you gave him that concerns me.
You gave us to him when you extended that invitation.
In all fairness, I asked Akua for an invitation for me and was denied.
And because we are so wrapped up in all of your bullshit, it became us.
Kua comes up the stairs at that moment. He says, "It is true, Edgar asked only for the invitation for himself, but he should know better than to try and weasel out of anything that the Baron might ask. For he is
regardless, what's done is done.
Excuse me, are you speaking to me that way in my domain?
Isn't that the truth, cousin?
Well, I think the truth is that Edgar has already posited about Bloodlines being available. Does that mean that you are agreeing and acquiescing to such a thing? After
No,
you
I'm
have
hearing all
asked me to
options.
stay in Berlin, Edgar, do you expect me to make a new Samdi? Or do you expect me to sacrifice one of my childer for your wife who you cannot even stay faithful to?
What?
No, Akua, I'm not asking you to do anything you wouldn't wish to.
Well, those days are long past, Edgar.
Are they? I have never once tried to leverage you, my old friend. I thought we were closer than that, Akua,
You broke my hookah.
which I will happily pay for.
Money can't solve all of your problems, Edgar.
Oh, of that I am intimately familiar.
Which Giovanni are you willing to sacrifice? The sister of the mother of the Bahari? Or the son of Tullio Giovanni?
Or the sire of Tullio Giovanni.
I'm afraid that you do not think clearly. The Baron is interested in souls, and you need his back. Is that not correct? How can you possibly give it to him when you must take it in for yourself?
Fair enough.
It sounds to me, Edgar, this 2-month excursion was wasted.
Perhaps. But what's 2 months in the grand scheme of things?
We are on a timer, Edgar.
Sure. Timer. Hi. Can I
Not
ask?
only that, 2 months of your precious cousin's time,
This is
to which
true.
I think you should express how much you appreciate. No?
Oh, you're right. Unfortunately, Adelaide, my little returning gift for you is still kind of in the works. But, Imogen, you're a billionaire. You're welcome. Been working on a few things, making sure that you and yours, and by extension myself as a faithful and loyal member of the Bahari, are furnished for whatever eccentricities you may need to grow your loving faithful.
Brother.
Edgar, I had money.
And now you have more.
And your welcome is not a thank you, Edgar.
Perhaps.
So that is what you've been doing for 2 months, making money? Did you even
Working?
check once on my daughter?
Of course. I call every day.
Call.
She didn't tell you that I bought her a phone a while ago.
We're
Did
going
you-
to a party, and Adelaide's going to slam the invitation down on the table and get up to use the phone.
Well, that went poorly.
What did you expect, Edgar? We have things to do here. Being away for 2 months, for it to be wasted, come to find, is not exactly how, we wish to spend our time.
And that was not something I could control. Would you like me to apologize for the rest of the things I can't control as well?
I would like for you to stop being such an ass about this and stop flaunting your wealth around as if it's going to fix everything.
It's not going to fix everything. I understand that we all have things on the table here, that no one's free of obligation. What I need you all to understand is that we're in the middle of 3 feckin' wars right now. And sure, money is not going to fix our Shadowbane problems. But do you have any idea what happens in a city when the Camarilla realizes that they are the most powerful sect in a city? Or thinks that they have a shot at it? You think any of our fucking cousins are safe? Any of our children are safe? Or the Sabbat, an ancient feckin' death cult, on our fucking door? I've been buying out their neighborhoods, trying to starve them, moving them to a point of desperation to where they make mistakes, because if I feckin' don't, Saheera doesn't make mistakes. I've been playing chess with that cunt for years.
Edgar, the Camarilla is not an issue. Adelaide has the prince in her pocket.
Until when? Someone realizes it and offs him.
For as long as needed.
I think you.
No one is faulting you. No one is going to discount what you've done, what you have been doing. We appreciate the efforts. I'm willing to say it. But what you need to acknowledge is the fact that you asked your cousins for a favor. They acquiesced. A thank you, an apology for wasting their time is all that they require, Edgar.
Was it truly time wasted? Were there not knowledge gained?
Adelaide, you call Bella, and she doesn't pick up, but a text message comes through almost immediately, and it says, "Are you back?"
Yes, my love. I'm sorry I was gone for so long. I did not expect.
I assumed you took an SD card and put it into a new phone because your phone was broken on the Shadowlands.
Yeah, if anything, I was going to use Akua's landline to call her.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Send her, "Yes, you're back." And she says, "Okay, I'll call you after the Bahari ritual."
Have fun.
And she highlights it with the heart emoji.
And I had already gotten a hold of Kasim earlier, if I remember right. That was the last thing I did.
Kasim is also on his way.
Yeah, okay. I will take a moment and rejoin the group so that I don't take a bite out of any of them.
Mm-hmm. Akua sort of looks over at his broken... He's sort of been staring at his broken apparatus. He says, "So, who is going to this party that I keep hearing about?"
We received as an invitation as well.
Who's we, Tullio?
I'll produce the invitation I received from Arianna. And I'll pass it over to Imogen.
And Imogen, you see it's exactly the same as the one you received, except it's addressed to Tullio, not you.
Did she come to see you?
Last night.
Adelaide and I have already RSVP'd.
Yes, we did.
I would suggest, and if you don't do it, I will, that you take this to Ilse Asher.
That is another thing.
and Adelaide's going to reach into her pocket. Adelaide did have the coins, but I know we described them being shown, so I think it would be trading Imogen back the piece of paper for the coins to put in her pocket again.
Who do you show the piece of paper to?
Tullio, actually.
It is a messily written note that says, Ilse Asher is in danger, or just Ilse is in danger. She knows more than she says. And it looks like it was written really fast in a car, in a fast-moving car.
This is a huge long shot. Do I recognize the handwriting?
Not on your life.
I have to
What about
report
on my
that.
life?
No. Even if it was one of your best friends here, because obviously these are all your best friends, you wouldn't recognize it the way it was written.
I have to report to Ilse anyways. I have news to give her.
What is this?
When Arianna came to pick us up, she brought a Putanesca boy. Romeo,
We need to go now then.
did you know she was alive? Well, not alive, but
As we said before, she ambushed us. And the other inclination I had about her was rumor. Theory.
not rumor and theory. I told you. I kept her.
You told him that.
Yes. Did you not know? Your reaction makes more sense now.
Yes, I didn't want to say anything in the car.
Kua sort of leans forward. Okay, so we have obvious, interpersonal problems. That's fine. You can deal with those yourselves. So we have a very, very powerful, let's call it, head of a bloodline. The head of the bloodline. Founder, if you will. Who is asking for a very large donation of souls to perform a ritual to save Edgar's wife. We have a invitation to a hunting party by Urbano Pisano that is very likely going to include all of Lucius's side of the family, if not more. And then we have a mysterious note from an unknown Putanesca boy who is claiming that Ilse Asher is in danger. Do I have everything? Is anything forgotten?
The Pisanops did take some of those who are helping our side of the family. That is why I agreed to go.
You're speaking of Lamar, Hector, and Beatrice.
Yes.
Yes, I remember they were not at Osric's did not happen execution.
Yes. And we must liberate them from bonds if they are indeed in chains.
And I suppose to this party you must go in order to see if they have, switched sides.
I need to speak with Urbano, either way.
I wouldn't recommend it. He is my least favorite person to speak to after Hamish Melinar.
He knows something that I want.
Of course. Edgar, let me take you to see Germain. If any of you would like to come with us, you can if you have any speakings with Germain, but I need to speak to Edgar.
Before I depart, if you would, dear cousin. I understand. You feel as if I've wasted your time, and I have compromised you to an entity beyond my understanding.
Yes.
For that, and that alone, I will not demean you by asking for forgiveness. But if there is something you need from me, I am obliged to fulfill my debt. Does that meet with both of your approval?
You do owe us.
Of that I am now keenly aware.
Go talk with Rumain and Akua. Thank you for your hospitality, cousin.
You are welcome. All of you are welcome at Cleopatra's anytime.
Appreciate it. May I have that note for Ilse? About Ilse?
I believe it belongs to Adelaide. I cannot give you permission to take it.
No, you may not. That is mine.
For what it's worth, I did miss you both. Shall we? Cool.
It won't take long.
I'm sure.
And he sort of puts a very firm hand on your shoulder and sort of almost lifts you up off of the couch and walks you down the stairs.
Something I can do for you.
Walks you into the back in the kitchen, the place where you met Leonie not that long ago, a few weeks ago. In order to have done this ritual, I had to take upon my soul the death of 6 people. Innocent people. I had to allow, once they returned, I had to become aware that my sire would be crossing the shroud and coming here to perform this ritual. I promised that I would never make myself available to him again after my embrace.
So I have wronged you as well.
Wronged is not the word. I am disappointed in you, I suppose.
For what, if I may ask?
I am disappointed that the very first thing out of your mouth once you learned about these coins is your insistence that an accounting of the bloodlines and who could be sacrificed and who could not.
Theoreticals, nothing more, Akua.
It always starts as theory, but I believe people who practice in the art of theory crafting always want to test it at some point.
I've tested all my theories I care to.
Well, you seemed very keen on putting a coin in Lucius's mouth without even thinking of what that could mean for you, and this whole endeavor is about your wife. And now I have no moral qualms about you cheating on your wife. I do not care about that. In fact, I find it rather entertaining. It is like a TV, but in the real life. However,
I'm sure.
The person that you chose to do this with is my child, 1. And 2, this is all for her.
Your child sought me out, Akua.
Yes, I know, but I also know you. You are vengeful, deep down.
Of course.
So I really want to ask you, Edgar, do you want to do this for her?
Not particularly. I think the cost is too high. I think I would have perhaps had a different experience if your sire would have deigned to speak with me.
You are not a kinslayer, something he considers to be the most decadent of all things.
I guess being a kinslayer is subject to interpretation. I did not kill Olivia.
You did not.
But I moved every piece leading to it.
It lacks the personal touch. It lacks the uninhibited joy of putting your hands around someone's neck and watching the light fade from their eyes. Ask Imogen about it.
I have never claimed to be a killer.
And therefore, Doxan has no interest in you. I mention all of this. It comes from a place of anger. I am an emotional man. You should know this by now, Edgar.
Of course.
I believe now that the offer has been made, and if pieces aren't moved in some direction at some point, I believe that Doxan will come and check up and wonder what has happened with his coins. Either way.
Then they will be returned to him.
You have not met the Bloody Doctor. When he returns from the Shadowlands, he will claim souls. My suggestion to you, Edgar, is that you do what he wants. Choose carefully and wisely. Do not make rash decisions. Take the souls those you deem unworthy to stand amongst us, Clan Hecata in Berlin.
And how would I do that when your bloodline is among them, and I am enamored with you and all of your childhood?
I know, Edgar. I don't have an answer for you.
I am a man of principle.
I will ask your wife that when I see her next. And Germain comes up from the basement. He's carrying several liters of blood in glass bottles. Hello, cousin. Oh, I'm sorry. Uncle, I always forget.
No need for the formalities, for you are quite dear to my heart. Come here, let me have a look at you.
He sets the crate down. He's all dirty from the dirt basement.
However, how does he look?
Looks fine. Says Toa on his belt, the skull that he talks to.
How is your friend?
Not doing the best. I keep having to replace the wraith within him, and after a night or so, the skull starts going mental, and I have to do it again.
I will try and find a hasty solution.
So I've heard.
We should take another one of those walks along the river soon.
Okay. I don't want to go by the river. Haven't you read the news reports? And maybe you are too busy buying clubs and hospitals and everything else that you're buying. There is some sort of strange... women are dying around the rivers. They're drowning. Rumor is that there's some sort of...
Neither of us are women.
Well, you know, whatever is making them drown might get confused. I am a very pretty man.
The most beautiful.
You must be hungry. And he pulls out one of the bottles here.
Thank you. And I will drink
Perfect.
to state my hunger, please.
Perfect. So the rest of you are upstairs. While Edgar and Akua are gone. There is someone who is rattling at the doors of Cleopatra's. Excuse me.
Adelaide jumps up.
Yeah. And in bursts Kasim. He picks you up off of the ground and sort of spins you around. He's dressed very nice, wearing a sort of tan suit. And he's not alone. As he spins you around, you look behind him. Katrin is here.
I'm going to clock that, but my attention is fully on Kasim.
Mm-hmm.
Adelaide's face is plastered to Kasim's. She is touching every inch of his face she can, and his shoulders and his chest.
I did not mean to be gone so long.
I am very glad to hear you say that, because I was really thinking that this was just a very long way of breaking up with me.
Never, my love.
I have a lot to tell you about what you've missed.
Yes, you do. I have talked to Bella. Briefly, we need to discuss.
I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that.
That is do anything about what?
Oh, I thought you spoke to her.
Her hands grip into the collar of his shirt, and she pulls him down to her eye level.
You were
What?
gone, and
Did she do?
she joined the Bahari. Firstly, and because you were not there to give her the blood, I gave her mine. It's very upsetting because I think now she has a crush on me where she never looked at me like that before. So I try not to go over there very often. It's very upsetting. I don't like it. It's no offense. It feels very incestuous. No offense. I know that's offensive to you.
She's going to kiss him on the forehead.
You did all you could.
If it's Tullio here, I need him to teach me Greek. My new war chief, speaks Arabic, but there's a lot of Greek that's been in my court recently. I need to learn Greek.
She's going to turn. Tullio!
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I think Imogen was like speaking with him in hushed tones and sweet nothings, and then hearing that jumps.
I should head down there, right? She's already angry with everyone.
That's fine. Find each other later.
Don't disappear, please.
Never again.
And he will kiss her. And squeeze her hand before making his way downstairs.
Edgar, you hear this scream out as well, as German heads back down into the basement he's dealing with sorting out his blood and that he takes from bodies, right? You may remove yourself down to 1 hunger. And you head down there. Maria, do you head down there because Katrin is there?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, okay, we're trying to...
Yeah. So Edgar, you come out and you see Kasim is here. Tullio, you head down. Adelaide's down there. Maria as well. Imogen, you're still up there. Do you want to come down as well?
I think Imogen's going to take time to process everything.
Sure.
Have a quiet moment to herself.
It's perfect. Kasim greets you all, and Katrin just sort of stays there. She's sort of very static and stoic, so we're going to start with Maria, as Katrin is there.
Maria is kind of first examining Katrin. Is there anything new, different?
Doesn't seem to be.
Just gonna step closer. You haven't returned my texts.
I've been busy.
Too busy for me.
Well, you decided to do things without talking to me, so now I do things without talking to you.
Very fair.
I thought so. Tit for tat, isn't that right, Edgar?
If it isn't my prospective child, or...
Yeah, I think not. And she pulls out 3 invitations. She hands one to you, Maria, addressed to you, one to you, Edgar, addressed to you, and one to you, Adelaide, addressed to you.
Finally made nice with Daddy dear, did you?
What can I say? I really missed my family. Especially my sweet cousin Charlotte.
I remember now.
I do hope you come to the party. It's going to be really fun. I have never gotten to actually go to one of the hunting parties before. After all, I am just a ghoul.
Be careful. It's always easy to lose your head at these sorts of things.
Don't threaten me with a good time, Edgar. You going to go, Maria? I'm sorry, Pope?
Yes, I'll be there.
Good. You should tell everyone in the family. They should all come. After all, we are one family.
Oh, is our company not enough for you?
I don't think that any of you are enough for me.
It's good to see you again.
And Kasim sort of looks over his shoulder and he says to you in Arabic, Adelaide, she has been courting the court. She has been coming non-stop to, with Hamish Milliner as representative of Clan Hecata. I have not entertained them yet, but she will not leave me alone.
I can fix that.
Okay.
And is just going to smile at Catherine. With all her little shark teeth.
I can't wait.
I think Edgar, in this kind of lull in conversation, is just going to reach over and grab Maria's hand.
Maria is uncharacteristically shaking.
Have fun smoking your shisha all night. The rest of us have things to do, but you guys, you guys have so much fun here. Okay? And she backs out of Akua's and then she runs down the street.
The second that Patron is gone, like Maria's just gonna say, I need a minute, and she's gonna go outside and pull out a cigarette. I would like to see where she ran though.
She runs in the direction of Friedrichshain, if that helps you. Which you're in Friedrichshain, but she runs deeper into it.
I think with Maria kind of exiting the situation, Edgar will just give a very polite bow of the head to Kasim and then head up the stairs to visit his religious leader.
Mm-hmm. And Kasim looks at you, Tullio, and he says, Mr. Giovanni, would you be interested in an extension of a boon for teaching me the language of the Greeks?
Kasim, do you even need to ask? Practically family.
Yes. Well, do you
Tullio would be more than happy to teach you for no boon. Isn't that right, cousin?
A boon is appreciated, but not necessary. Adelaide is correct.
Kasim looks very confused. Yes, may I take your cousin home, to her home?
I wouldn't deny her any sort of alone time with you after 2 months, Adelaide. I'm glad you're back.
I'm also very glad to be back.
And she reaches her hands out and grabs one of Tullio's.
We'll need to catch up soon.
Soon. And is Adelaide going to... how do I ask this? Is Adelaide threatening me? Or is Adelaide, like, being genuine? This is, like, essentially me asking for an insight. How fucking pissed is Adelaide at Tullio?
You can roll me wits and insight, and
Sick dog.
Adelaide
doesn't lie.
Sick dog, sick
if
dog,
you roll
sick dog.
5 or above, Adelaide has to tell you the truth. Or we'll say 4 or above.
Alright, my insight's ass.
Hell yeah.
My insight's ass.
Sick dog, that's a messy crit with 5 successes.
That's a messy critical. Okay, as you look at Adelaide and Adelaide looks at you, you watch Tullio become desiccated again. To increase your hunger one more time. He's trying to determine something about you. Makes this beast angry. And is Adelaide threatening him or not?
Adelaide is angry because he let his emotions get in the way of keeping Edgar in check.
And with that, Kasim notices what happens to you and he just sort of looks strangely at you. And he extends his arm to you, Adelaide.
We'll talk soon. We'll take a drive.
Kasim
And
says,
she takes Kim's arm.
we will drive by the manor and pick up Bella, take her home. And you should know that the only one who will be the representative of Clan Hecata and the Camarilla Court of Berlin is you.
And she reaches her hand up and runs her fingers along his cheek and jaw.
Let's go home.
And they abscond. We'll end our scene with Edgar and Imogen.
I think Edgar will just crest the stairs and sit down and just look at Imogen until she says something.
Imogen, before she heard Edgar approaching, was in a very pensive sort of situation, processing everything that had happened, not only over the last 2 months, but just tonight. And something that keeps replaying in her mind is not only did Tullio know that Arianna was with Adelaide, but also that she saw him the night previous. And I think with that, she cannot decide if she feels despondency or anger. But hearing Edgar approaching, she'll sit up and look over her shoulder and see that's Edgar. And after he sits down and after a moment passes between them, she'll say, "So, faithful member of the Bahari, did you visit the manor? How was it?"
Wilting your precious roses. I care about you too much to be dishonest.
Well, I would rather you be honest. So,
do you believe in the Dark Mother's teachings or not?
of course I do.
You'd be surprised the amount of popes who aren't practicing Catholics. I hear a rumor that back in the 40s one of them was a witch.
Huh. I am no such pope.
But you are the head of an organized faith. And if you do not tend to them, they revolt. It was Catharism in the 1800s, and then before that, the 1600s, and there was, Catheism? They're all something ka.
What are you trying to say, Edgar?
I'm saying without the Bahari, we are weak.
Yes, and I left my second in charge because I was gone.
Can both of you make me wits and politics? Edgar said something pertinent that I didn't think I'd have to ever bring up. Such a 5. I can't answer that question right now because I gotta go look it up.
You're good.
2 with a hanging bestial.
Okay, you don't know. What you said, Edgar, is extremely pertinent because although your cousins are just lambasting you for being piece of shit, you do know more about what's going on in the city than anyone because you have been paying attention more than anyone else. You, for example, know what the Putunesca are doing. You know about the Milliners, their import-export of American liquor, how they're making their money, their distilleries. And you know that in Lucius's camp, let's call it, we'll say there's 2 camps of the Hecata, Ilse and Lucius. In Lucius's camp, there are no Lamia and no Bahari. They have no spiritual center. Lucius is their center. Lucius is their leader, their cult leader, and they have nothing else tethering them together besides Lucius. So that is a pertinent point that you have something that they do not have, and that is a spiritual center.
Do you plan on nourishing your garden, or do you need someone else to do it? And this is not... Forgive me. That sounded accusative.
Yes, it did.
It was not meant as such. All I mean is that there's a purity to a thing when it is driven by faith. And that is something that our enemies do not have. They have the cult of personality of this crown of shadows that Lucius has promised. But Lucius does not control the crown. He thinks he is. And whether that is his son or someone else, I don't have the authority to see.
She leans in so she could speak to Edgar more quietly. But she looks him in the eye. Edgar, I have nothing if I don't have faith. The problem is they don't have faith in me.
Make them. You have not given them blood of your blood, and now this is what the Baron asks for. It broke me what Hannelore did to Carla, but it was necessary to demand fealty. Do you understand?
I understand, Edgar.
Furthermore, do you understand? Whatever side you choose, even should it be Imogen's side, a third option, which I think I would be doing a disservice to both you and myself if I didn't acknowledge that it probably has crossed your mind that there is a third side to all of this. You control the most powerful military force in Berlin. You decide who wins and who loses. It's not my money. It's not Adelaide's ruthlessness. It is not Maria's authority as Pope. It is not the bloodline that Tullio claims. Where you point your sword is what dies. Now, I know I've been exercising some undue sway. I don't like having to be the one who says these things out loud. But I need to understand if we are moving the same, or if I am an outlier. I want to win this city and all of Europe. But I am not holding anyone else to my own ambitions.
After these 2 months, after what Adelaide and I learned, my concern is less about making sure Aelin is safe. It would do both of us a disservice if I was dishonest. But now more than ever, I want to see Lucius fall. Whether or not that satisfies your ambition is not up to me.
His blood carries something I must reclaim. Let me be clear. I need to diablerize him. Is that a problem?
I don't care.
Your ambivalence isn't what I need. Your permission is. My esteemed Reverend Mother.
She straightens up, lifts her chin. Permission granted.
Welcome to the courtly games, my dearest sister.
For my final roll of the night, I need both of you to make me wits and awareness and add your dots of occult.
12 success is critical.
Perfect.
6 successes.
As you're having this moment together and both of you sort of settle down, you look down where Edgar had kicked over the apparatus, and you see there was once a table around it, but that's shattered now as a glass table. And although Adelaide collected the coins, she did not notice that one of them spilled out. And when the apparatus was knocked over, it fell to the ground amongst all of this broken glass, and you can see the coin sitting there now. Both of you, let's cast our eyes back a very long time ago, feels like. Both of you saw the drawings that Aelin made about the Shadowbane, what it looks like. In fact, Imogen was there when Hannelore accessed her powers of premonition and drew the Shadowbane onto a card to give to Edgar. Well, these coins look like a miniature version of the Shadowbane. They're smaller, but the symbol stamped on it is the same. With those two high rolls, what that would tell you is, at best, the Baron is lying, and he knows more about the Shadowbane than he's saying. At worst, he made it.
Perhaps it wasn't such a waste.
And yet I still owe you a favor.
That you do.
It's good to have you back. May I? The coin.
Please.
Edgar will slip the coin into his pocket.
When you pick it up, you feel almost an icy cold pinprick in an intangible part of your body. Your soul. Adelaide does not feel this, and neither does Imogen when she touches the coins.
Does he wince?
I think he would be unable to not.
Perhaps I should hang on to it.
That's a curious feeling. I think it's a good reminder, but if you insist, who am I to deny my revered mother?
She'll hold her hand out.
Edgar will place it in her hand.
That icy cold pinprick stops.
Shall I consider this a favor repaid?
No. Not quite.
Well, God loves a chancer.
That seems like a perfect place to end this episode, Intolerable Certainty, for now.